Hey everyone, welcome back to Stuff We Can Do in Excel. I'm Richard, and what we're going to do today is look at a new tool built into Excel that allows you to get data from an image and upload it directly into your spreadsheet. It's found under the Data tab and under Get Data, where you get and transform your data, and it's a new icon there, and we'll see what that looks like and how it works. I think you're really going to like this tool. It's going to be really helpful to you. So I have a memo here from an employee, John, and he says, boss, here is my data for the project. And he sent me the data, but it's in an image format. I know that because when I click on that, I get this little box and it tells me right here it's an image. Okay, if this was a table, I'd get another little tool up here, but this is an image and I've got to figure out what to do with this. So there's a couple of things we have to do before we can use the Get Data tool. First thing we're going to do is we're going to save this image on our computer somewhere as an image file, JPEG, PNG, doesn't really matter. I'm going to save it as a JPEG, and the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to right click on that image, and then I'm going to do Save as Picture. And I'm going to remember where I put it. I'm just going to put it in my documents, and I'm going to call it boss. Actually, let's call it John's data. I've already got one with John's data, but we'll just copy over it. It's an old one. And we'll just copy over that. We'll save it right there in my documents. So it's now saved. The next thing we do is we go to Excel. Now I'm going to open up first my Excel desktop and show you something. I've got Excel 2021, but my version of Excel 2021 does not have this tool in it. If you click on data, you get this get and transform data over here, and I do not have the option to get this data from a picture. It's a new tool in Excel, and my Excel 2021 just doesn't have it in it. However, I do have it in Excel 365. So let's go look at Excel 365. And let's see. There it is. So there's our Excel 365. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a blank workbook. Now when I click on data, and let me do the magnify here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go up here and click on data up on the top ribbon. When I click on that, it's going to open up my get and transform data. And there's my data from picture. Now, if you've got a really brand new version of Excel, you might have this as one of those icons in the get and transform data area in your desktop version. Like I said, I don't have it yet, but here it is, get data from picture. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to ask me what picture I want. So I'm going to go down and pick John's data. Now I'm going to escape out of this because I want you to see the full screen. So when I hit open, what's going to happen is it's going to open up over here on the right, and we see it's going to process that image, and it's going to go really fast. There it is. Now I just take insert data. Then it says, are you are responsible for validating the accuracy of all data. So it just gives me a warning. I hit insert data. It's going to put it in over here on my screen. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make that. Let's see if I can move this here. Well, I can't really move it right now. So I can shut this down. I don't need that anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this just a little bigger so we can see it. And I'll move this back over here. So I'm going to have to manipulate this data a little bit. I know some things are happening. I've got, for instance, this cell has got a merge center. I'm going to turn that off. This cell's got merge center. I'm going to turn it off. This has got merge center. I'm going to turn it off. That does not. Oh, it does. That has merge center. It merges across two columns, right? Then I've got this. That's kind of weird. I've got a 1. I've got a $sign. I've got 13,747. Another $sign, and that's in a merge cell. Matter of fact, all of those cells are merged. So I'm going to get rid of those. And so now those are in two separate cells. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to move this to 2011 down here. I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to move it over one column. Then I'm going to move quarter over one column. And I'm going to get rid of column C. Next, I'm going to move cost of goods sold over one column. And I'm going to get rid of column D. Now remember, I've got these $signs are not in column D. These $signs are actually in column A, and I know that. If I resize all my columns, I can see, well, that's not doing it for me. Let's try it again. And the reason, so it's for some reason it's not resizing that column. I don't know why not. Okay, so now it does. Now I've got it resized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a couple more columns. and because I've got a 1, a dollar sign, a number, and another dollar sign, I need one more column. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to do text to columns, which is under my data. I'm going to go text to columns. It's up here on the upper ribbon. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to ask me, I want to separate this by space, and it's going to tell me that's what's going to do for me. I'm going to hit apply. Now I've got these numbers. Look at this. I've got these numbers now in separate columns. So I can take the quarters, I can move those over one column. I can get rid of these dollar signs. I can get rid of these two columns. I can move sales over one column. It's easy to move in the whole numbers, and I get rid of column C. I now have my spreadsheet ready to work on, ready to manipulate, and it was much easier than trying to type in the data and risk losing some of the data integrity because I typed the wrong number in. So really useful tool. Hope you find it useful. Hopefully you're able to do something with it. I think this new get data from image tool is going to be really, really helpful to you. And when you get documents from someone that has an image of a spreadsheet in the document, and you want to put that into a worksheet so that you can actually manipulate the data and analyze the data, this is going to be a really handy tool. It's a great add-in for new Excel. If you like this video today, I want you to click the like button below, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do a video on. We'll see you real soon. So long.